efforts to deliver the project. The project, which has extended to the Navy Secondary School axis, is being given the necessary attention as men and equipment were seen on the ground constructing the road median and the walkway in preparation for the laying of laterites before the asphalt laying. The engineer in charge of the construction assured of timely completion of the project.
That place, in my schedule, I will do wiring course. After we finish all the asphalt, we will put the second course.
With the pace of work on the sites, the people can be rest assured of the completion of the project as promised by the government. Matthew Shomi, OGTV News.
The Ijebu East chapter of the All Progressives Congress has congratulated the Ogun State chapter of the party, Chief Yemi Sanusi and Publicity Secretary Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye, on their appointment into the Government Council of Federal Polytechnic, Okana, Akwa Ibom State. The party also thanked President Muhammadu Buhari and Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun for honoring the duo, describing the appointment as well-deserved. A statement by APC Chairman, Ijebu East Local Government, Otumba Adebayo Balogun, said the feat is a clear manifestation of Chief Sanusi and Comrade Oladunjoye's consistency in moving the party and for being shining lights to others. The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board has shifted the commencement of registration for the 2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination and Direct Entry to a later date. Head Public Affairs and Protocol of JAMB, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, who made this known in a statement on Thursday in Abuja, said the registration exercise was speculated to have begun on the 8th of April 2021, explaining that this date was not realistic because of some hitches. Dr. Benjamin said the delay was caused by some unforeseen circumstances occasioned by the determined effort to have a national identification number integration. He said to be sure all processes are completed before the commencement, the board did not place it advertorial as it was yet to complete the process of a smooth PIN vending and candidate access to the registration app for the 2021 UTME and direct entry. The challenge is being resolved, and once that is done, all processes shall commence. Candidates are therefore requested to exercise some patience. Foreign Affairs Minister Godfrey Oyema in Abuja received a stolen Ile-Ife artifact from Mexico. The minister called for a more secured border to prevent further theft. Oyema collected the artifact from the charge the affairs of Nigerian mission in Mexico, Dr. Yakubu Dadu. The minister hailed the embassy for recovering the artifact. Oyema expressed appreciation to the government of Mexico for ensuring that the artifact was duly returned to Nigeria. Acting Director General of the Nigerian Commission for Museums and Monuments, Mr. Gimba Mohammed, said a lot of measures were put in place to prevent stolen artifacts from leaving the country. 5 more students out of the 39 adopted students of Federal College of Forestry Mechanization, Afaka, Kaduna State, have been released from captivity. Their release comes barely 72 hours after the first set of 5 students were freed by the bandits who adopted them from their school in Igbabi local government area of the state on March the 11th. The Kaduna State government and police authorities are yet to confirm the release of the 5 students, but the personal assistant to the provost of the college, Ahmed Rufai, said that 4 male and a female student were released at about 6 in the evening. The latest release of the students brings the total number of those freed by the bandits to 10 so far. As well, 29 others are still in captivity. 1 army officer and 10 soldiers were found dead after they went missing in Benue State. Their bodies were found at Koshinsha local government area of the state by a search team drawn by Operation Wellstroke. According to a Statement by the Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Mohammed Yerima: the attack on the troops in Benue State was unprovoked. The statement reads that the Nigerian Army troops operating in Benue State came under attack while on routine operational tasks. The Nigerian Army, under the leadership of Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attairu, remains resolute in ensuring stability in Benue State as well as other parts of the country that are affected by the activities of criminal gangs. The Nigerian Army remain determined to ensure that the unprovoked attack does not disrupt the general peace being enjoyed by the local inhabitants. The Chief of Army Staff has therefore directed commanders on the ground to ensure sustained efforts in order to fish out and deal decisively with these bad elements who are threatening the peace of the area. The World Health Organization announced that more than 100 countries have received life-saving COVID-19 vaccines from COVAX, the global mechanism for equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines. It said the milestone comes 42 days after the first COVAX doses were shipped and delivered internationally to Ghana on February 24th. In a statement, the United Nations agency revealed that COVAX has now delivered more than 38 million doses across six continents, supplied by 3 manufacturers, which are AstraZeneca, Pfizer-BioNTech, and the Serum Institute of India. It, however, said despite reduced supply availability in March and April, the results of vaccine manufacturers scaling and optimizing their production processes in the early phase of the rollout, as well as increased demand for COVID-19 vaccines in Indian COVAX experts to deliver doses to all participating economies that have requested vaccines in the first half of the year. On foreign scene, Hong Kong confirmed it has requested AstraZeneca suspended delivery of its COVID-19 aimed fears of severe side effects and concerns over its efficacy against the new variant of the coronavirus. Europe's medicine regulator said this week that the AstraZeneca vaccine could cause very rare blood clots in some patients, promoting a cascade of countries to pull the plug on giving it to its people under a certain age. Britain sought to quell fears over the jab, saying the potential side effects were extremely rare and the risk of falling seriously sick from COVID-19 was far greater. Hong Kong's health chief on Friday said the city has asked AstraZeneca not to deliver as planned later this year. Police deployed water cannon for the first time in 6 years in Northern Ireland after coming on the attack in a further night of rioting in Belfast. Crowds rioted on both sides of an interface that separates a loyalist area and a nationalist area in West Belfast on Thursday night. Petrol bombs, fireworks and stones were again used to attack police who have faced rising disorder since March the 29th. Northern Ireland Secretary of State is set to meet political leaders later on Friday. For the past 2 nights, officers were deployed to quell riots on either side of a so-called peace wall in the west of the city. Korean leader Kim Jong-un has urged citizens to prepare for a difficult crisis following human rights groups warning that the country faces dire food shortages and economic instability. Speaking at a party conference, Mr. Kim appeared to compare the situation to an infamous deadly famine in the 1990s. North Korea has shut its border due to coronavirus pandemic. It has brought trade with China, its economic lifeline, to a standstill. This is also on top of existing international economic sanctions over Pyongyang nuclear programs. And now to end the news at noon, leadership and learning are indispensable to each other. You can watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch us live on our website, www.ogtv.com.ng/live, or via email info@ogtv.com.ng. And that's our news at noon. Thank you very much for watching.